Hey everybody, it's Sunrider and welcome back to Sunrider Liberation Day the Return chapter. Right then, last we left off, we're back in the shafts with a saga this time. And about to take a break, which I assume is going to hopefully lead to some little moment. I hope. I don't know, we'll find out, we'll see. They're always interesting. The two of them crumpled down beside each other. And ellipses occurred, that's always fun. Hey Captain, you suppose what Claude's saying is right? If we really succeed at this mission, then none of this will have ever happened? I don't know. From what she said, even though this mission will be wiped from history, a new universe where the outcome is the same, but where the time paradox has now been resolved will be created. So in the end, whatever we accomplish here will carry on to the next universe? I think that's the gist of it. What the hell's that look? Hey Captain, I'm a cold. Wait. What the fuck is this? What the? I'm a cold. With that look, hey Captain, I'm a cold. Is that? is that, you're a cold? Have I caught you? Is that what you're trying to? What is? I'm a cold. I'm a cold. I don't. I'm sorry for lingering on this. I just fucking. The hell. There's that again. Aren't you supposed to be hugging the girl in situations like this? Well, usually, actually, I have. Yeah, that's true. I've got to save with my body heat, you know. Look, I know what you're getting at. I know what you're trying to do, and I 100% approve of it. But I don't approve of it. You're a crafty little bitch. Dude, go for it. Shields offered to Saga's hand. Your hand? That better be the first step of the invitation, my man. Their ice-cold hands touched each other, fingers intertwined. They rubbed their fingers against each other, trying to restore color to their deathly white hands. The desperate situation robbed the moment of the intimacy Saga had hoped for. She inched closer to Shields. Hey, Captain, so, and this motherfucker's dance. How am I gonna get in his britches? Ahem. In an out-of-character moment, Saga suddenly lost her words and stared at the ground. That's unusual. This is the first time I've seen the proverbial cat catch your tongue. Oh, no, Captain. You know what I'm gonna ask? Do you, still like Chigara? I like ellipses, I'm afraid, importance. Apparently so does she. Sorry. I know it. Typo. I know it's a dumb thing to ask. And you know what? It's alright if you still have feelings for her somewhere down there. That's only expected. Somewhere down there, but right now you gotta have feelings for me right up at the very top because she betrayed your ass and I'm more important than her. There we go. It's not a deal breaker for me as long as you only go out with me from now on. There it is. Yeah. I trusted her. For a moment, she was the only person I lived for. And that was my downfall. Now I'm here to stop her. If I have any feelings for her, I need to control them. For the sake of this mission, the lives of billions are at stake now. I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. That's not exactly the answer I was hoping for, you son of a bitch. Somehow I'm glad to hear that. Saga leaned against Shields, their bodies finally touching. In both this universe and the one you came from, I'm always on your side, Captain. If you need someone you can depend on, I'll always be here. I won't ever stop protecting you. I'll fight alongside you to the bitter end. Don't sound into things like that, Saga. I think you've raised enough death flags in a single day. Plus, I think I've killed her, 2 or 3 times at this point? Ellipses. We're all going to get out of this alive. I guess it's a given with you here. Fighting for a better future, huh? Even if the future changes, I know for sure that my feelings for you will stay the same. You'll still be waiting for me, right? Yeah. Dude. That's so non-committal. Saga, the mission's my #1 priority, but this girl's always had feelings for me. I can't ignore her anymore. I was in the wrong. If there is a better future waiting for us, let's spend it together. We still have many adventures ahead of us. It's too soon to retire, not when we still have villains to defeat. The Sunrider still needs us. The Blackjack still needs you. After all, who's gonna save the day without the Sunrider's ace? Yeah. Yeah. With that, Asaga warmed herself by falling into Shield's lap. Alright, she just went for the plunge. Let me just warm up. It's fucking little... Ooh, your lap pillow ain't so bad. Better get a bit more rigid a bit. No. I guess you could borrow my lap if it's for the sake of the mission. That's the only reason? So stingy. Sorry, space captain first, boyfriend second. Lame. A lesson learned from past experience. Meh. Well, I guess I'll have to be satisfied with just this with just this much for now. For now, then. Asaga closed her eyes. In complete contrast against her usual fiery attitude as the Sunrider's cat, she now looked completely defenseless on his lap. For a moment, Shields couldn't help but wonder if he should be doing this. While his memories of the past haven't perfectly crystallized yet, he remembered enough to know that his feelings had been his downfall. Well, I guess I can trust Asaga. I know for sure she's not a spy, at least. With that, Shields put his arms around her. The two of them spent the next few minutes warming themselves. I think she was blushing the last second. I didn't get a good look. After what seemed like an eternity, the pair finally returned to the ship's core. They sighed in relief as the air once again became thick with oxygen and the frost in the tunnels gradually disappeared. Alright, now that we've got the message sent, we still need to restore the ship's power. The only way to do that is to head to engineering and figure out just what you guys done to the main reactor. Looks like there's no way around revealing ourselves to the crew for this. Alright, I'll keep a lookout and make sure the other Kato Shields doesn't show up. Okay, I'll get on there and see. There you go. Before Shields could finish, the ship shook as a massive explosion bent the hull. Arg! Damn! What was that? Arms in the air like she just don't care. Well, she probably really cares at the moment. There's only one thing that could have been. We're under attack. Shit, this didn't happen in my timeline. We've already altered the course of history by revealing ourselves as the prototype leader before the final battle. Is she now going to use this opportunity to kill us all here? Yes, that's the plan. Come on, let's find out what's going on. Shields opened the tunnel's gate and entered engineering. The crewmen scrambled as the ship shook. Pipes burst throughout the room, spewing clouds of vapor. Without any power, the ship was both toothless and blind. Shit. I should have seen this coming. Of course the prototypes would exploit an opportunity like this to sink the ship. Hello. Shields ran to the reactor's control and found Ikari furiously pounding away on the console. Ikari, what's the situation? What are you doing here, Cap? Aren't you supposed to be on the bridge? No use. Without power, there's nothing we can do. I don't really know what's going on either. Actually, I think this might be something I've already been over before. So unless something massively new happens, I'll just skip over this and get back to a point where new things are occurring. So I'll see you then under that assumption. Okay, don't know how long this continues as something new, but this does happen and it's still funny. Overcome with joy, Ikari and Shields embraced. Listen to Saga. It's okay. Head pat and all, but she's still my favorite. You're cute and all, but Ikari is the best girl. Shield suddenly realized what he was doing and pulled himself off the mercenary. Oh, yeah. Good job with the fix, Ikari. Yes, yeah, good job. You too, Captain. What? It's not like I hugged you because I like you or anything. I was just relieved, that's all. Ha, ha. Alright. Thank you for your participation, little Operation Ikari. You tsundere bitch. But don't you have a certain lieutenant to go back to? Oh. The jealousy and the assertions. I mean, I did. Why isn't that part of the Ikari route? Or at least an option in it? I kind of want that to be a thing. Oh, what's your problem? Too many awakenings getting to your head or something? Huh. Anyways, it looks like turning our reactor back on scared pack back for now. The celebration was abruptly cut short when a squad of Marines suddenly burst into engineering. What the? To their dismay, a wall of rifles formed in front of the group. Freeze! Oh wait, what's the big deal? Who ordered this? The captain and I just saved the ship from getting blown up and you grunts had to point your guns at us? Oh man, you guys are all going to be fired for this. Make that face not your face. Right now. Ikari's grin was still placid on her face when the wall of Marines split in half to reveal a familiar face. I'm mentioning the word face a lot now. Very redundant. Very bad. Buzz. That's not the captain, Ikari. That's the spy who turned off our reactor in the first place. Ikari's grin vaporized, her jaws dropped, and her eyes darted from one Kato's shields to the other. What? I must be dreaming. Yep, this is all gotta be a dream. It's not a dream, but the person beside you is the real Kato Shields, Ikari. He's the one who just saved the ship, remember? A saga. I don't know what that imposter's been telling you, but there's no question on the real Kato Shields here. Don't worry, you're just confused right now, but you'll be safe soon. No, wait! Look, other captain, I don't even like you anymore. I think I'll stick with this Kato Shields, thank you very much. Oh! Well, I mean, he's still obsessed with your friend turned rival, so he's kind of unavailable anyway, so. Speak of the devil. Just then, Chigara appeared beside the other shields. Great. So there's the reason why Mother Cell thinks I'm the one who sabotaged the reactor. That's the one, Captain. He's a prototype. There's no doubt about it. He kidnapped me and forced me to shut the ship's reactor down. It was all a plot to render us defenseless so Pat could launch a surprise attack. You see, there's no reason for you guys to get caught up in this too. Just let security take in the imposter. In fact, you will need a sorting out to defend the ship. Oh, come on, myself. Don't just laugh at Chigara's words so easily without a second thought. While the other shield's attention was diverted, Chigara's body sneered at him. Smug little bitch. Chigara is still into the prototype's control. Shit! Everything's still going according to their plan. The Marines approach, rifle drawn. To make a break for what I still can? Shit, but if we hide inside the ship, it's only a matter of time until the other shield captures me again. And now that we've bungled our first kidnapping attempt, there's no way I'm going to be able to capture Chigara again before she sorties to the final battle. I could try escaping the ship with a saga on a rider and hatch a new plan to incapacitate Chigara for the battle before the massacre. Just then, another familiar face appeared. Captain, the Nightmare Senate is coming back from their pass. And I've got even worse news. What could be worse than this? Venusaur Fontana has just contacted us. He has discovered a Trojan embedded in his ship's systems. If he enters the battle now, the prototypes will assume control over his fleet using their quantum brainwaves, the decisive moment of our battle plan. His best minds are working to remove the virus, but he cannot be sure that his ships will be ready in time. Meaning, we must assume that the Allied pack fleet will be unable to assist us in the coming battle. Well, it looks like my message got through at least, but the message still came too late for Fontana to devise a new countermeasure. What are our options? Captain, I believe I know a way to defeat the virus. I can completely screw you over again and again. I can use the Liberty's comm dishes to directly enter the prototype's mind stream while they're emitting the brainwaves. I'll cause so much interference in their thoughts they'll be unable to control the Allied ships. Can you really do that, Chigara? Yes, you have to trust me, Captain. I'm their leader. Captain, proceeding with this plan with full knowledge of the Allied packed ships have been sabotaged places the combined fleet in grave danger. If our chief engineer is unable to disturb the prototype's brainwaves, then our total destruction is all but guaranteed. No, Chigara can do it. We'll just have to trust her. Are you fucking... does every goddamn thing I've done to change the past, my other self... despite every damn thing I've done to change the past, my other self still decides to go down the exact same path as before. Frustration bubbled in Shields' veins. Shields, you're making a mistake. It's Chigara who's a prototype. She's being controlled as we speak right now. If she enters the mind stream, everything you've worked for will be destroyed. Shields glared down Shields. That's enough of your lies, prototype. You guys have been trying to tear this ship apart from the moment Len set foot in our brig, but your lies have no power here. We're one family aboard this ship. We're not going to question each other. I'm just going to make speeches, very, very cliched speeches about family and friendship and the powers that they supposedly have in so many different games and fiction universes. Fucking bullshit. Why am I ranting about this? The ties that bind us is something you prototypes will never understand. Nice speech, Captain, but you're the only one completely blind to the truth. The Marines trained their rifles on shields as he stared into their self with anguish. Yes, only he could understand what their self was feeling at this moment. The sorrow, the emptiness. This man had lost his entire family and hedged all his bets on his new one, and that bet was about to burn everything else he had left to ash. Basically, you're playing blackjack and you, said hit me one too many times. I need to figure out a way to end this. I managed to warn Fontana and restore power to the ship, meaning incapacitating Chigara is the only thing left. Come to think of it, there is another possibility. Oh my god! You know, I've actually been wondering. I didn't say anything because I figured, now that in this timeline, Asaga's basically hooked up with me, more or less. That should have gotten rid of the whole jealousy, insanity, psychopathy bullshit. All of that nonsense should have been gone. But there was still a part of me saying, well, but is that going to be an option? Could they somehow wriggle that in as something you could do to still have Asaga kill Chigara? If this is an option here, this is probably the most fucked up version of it, because you're actually manipulating her after getting her on your side and directly working with her. You're still gonna use her to kill her friend and probably kill her at the same time. It's Jesus. In my timeline, when Chigara entered the Mind Stream, Asaga went berserk and nearly killed her. Given how much I've changed this timeline, it's obvious that Asaga is not going to attack Chigara in a fit of jealousy again. But we could still stage a repeat of the incident by having Asaga attack the Liberty. But that's ignoring the fact that Asaga's attempts failed on my timeline. This universe's Claude has been tasked by the prototypes with protecting Chigara, meaning the old Claude will stop Asaga again if Chigara's mission is ever threatened. And seeing how we're all standing at gunpoint right now, I don't think I'll be able to do anything to put old Claude or the Bianca out of commission. If only their Claude was here! Getting Asaga to attack the Liberty is too much of a long shot at this rate. I've already altered the timeline too much. This Asaga is not going to be able to repeat history. We need to escape from the ship and rethink our approach. From this point on, I can't assume that things will proceed the same ways in the past. Okay, so it's not actually an option. Alright. But the game did go over that and actually iron out that not being a thing anymore. Okay. Fair enough. Schultz whispered to Asaga, "We're going to make a run for it. We need to escape the ship in the Blackjack. Think you can do that for me?" Alright, Cam. Leave it to me. And on that note, thank you very much for watching. I'll end the episode here. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.